Hello,
Podcast.
and welcome to another episode of the First Galactic
Podcast.
Today is a wonderful day. It is May the 4th. We are finally here. The Bad Batch is out.
Technically, we're putting this out May the 5th, but we are recording on May the 4th. We've just watched Bad Batch.
True.
Yes.
Oh, I should flash this on the screen.
Oh, Bad Batch is back.
Is
Bam,
back.
bam, bam, bam. Star Wars is back.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we woke up early today. Not really that early, but we watched the Bad Batch. It was, I guess we're not even going to get into it yet.
It was a lot.
Let you know what we thought. It was a lot. It was just so much content. I love it. Watched Biome. Watched.
Oh, that was cool. That was nice.
I actually liked that. That was kind of fun. Yeah. It was actually really calm and relaxing. The Simpsons one was weird, but oh well, good. More stuff to look at. I think, do you want to just jump into basis of the episode, or what do you want to jump into?
Well, I think we could kind of like pick up where we left off the last episode, which was like our predictions and whatnot. And something that I think, well, okay, let's go through predictions and like summary kind of at the same time, like kind of just digest a little bit, because my first thought about the predictions was we got something like totally right, which was they need to throw in characters from other shows, right? There's going to be characters from Rebels. Caleb Doom, baby. Kanan Jarrus. Not yet, because he's still Caleb Doom. I thought it was cool, like a good way to start the episode. It caught my attention. I was like, oh, this is lit. Like, I know what's going to happen here. And then we saw him, and I was like, this is sick. And then we just don't see him again, and we probably won't see him again the rest of Bad Batch. Like, the more I digest it, the more I'm like, okay, it kind of wasn't necessary, but like, thank you.
Yeah, I think I like it because it was like, they don't need to tell our Kanan story, because we've already been told the Kanan story. So this is just a touch on it. And so I think they can focus on the Bad Batch. And I think that's one of the tough things that, I mean, with Clone Wars that they always had, is that they had something in the arc where in old Clone Wars, that would have been a 3-episode thing about Caleb and about this and yada, 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 right? Whereas now it's just boom, here in, and let's get into the action. I like that part of it. I do agree. I wish we maybe saw a little bit more, or I don't know where else you would put that, because it's great to have it in the very beginning and just boom, shoved in your face that this is going to be a little more than just another show, you know? Like, we're starting to connect pieces right from the beginning.
Yeah, I guess there is no other good place to put it. Maybe at the end, honestly, maybe if Kanan like went with the Bad Batch at the end, because it was clear, you know, as the episode went along, that Crosshair was no longer part of the squad, right? And Omega is kind of taking the place of Crosshair, and you know, maybe Kanan hooks up with Saw Gerrera, another Rebels and Rogue One member. So those are. I remember when we saw. I turned it in. I was like, wow, 2 new old characters in the first episode. So I thought that was cool. I don't really like his character overall. It had nothing to do with this episode. I just have never really liked him. I think he's kind of just a prick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's supposed to be, but whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they could have done more with Caleb than running away, because I mean, that's what he was so sad about.
Right.
And like didn't trust himself, because he was like, I just ran away, I didn't help, yada yada yada. And then he still hates the clones. So I was like, I feel like they just have to leave him as a bad taste in his mouth of the clones. And even though the Bad Batch didn't necessarily do anything wrong, Crosshair, yeah, but the other guys, I think he still just has to have that moment where he leaves and forever just blames the clones.
I wouldn't be upset with like Caleb Doom spin-off movie. You know, it doesn't even have to be I was thinking like a show, but that would drag on kind of too long. I think like one movie, or maybe like 3 episodes. I don't know if he's a popular enough character for people who, you know, don't watch Clone Wars, Rebels, you know, but people like us, the nerds, I think we would love that, appreciate that, but we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, moving forward from that, I think our predictions, sure, we weren't necessarily right on a lot of things, but we're also very early in the season. There's still few more weeks left of
70
this.
minutes.
So
Wild.
right, that was long. That was a lot. There was just a
One
lot of
thing,
stuff. I'm still like digesting what was in the episode. There was just so much stuff.
one thing I didn't like, and this is the exact way that Rise of Skywalker made me feel, was how it was like jump here, jump here, jump here, jump here, jump here, and I'm like, okay, and then something happens, and you're like done. You're like, what? Like, okay, they went to Camino, then they went and they found Saw Gerrera, then they went back to Camino, and then they left, right? And then at the start, they're on whatever planet that is.
Mhm.
So they jumped around like that's at least 3 different planets. I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I don't think they could have done. They had to do the first planet for sure. They had to do Camino.
Right.
I guess they didn't necessarily have to do that part where they went and got tested. But I mean, they got to do something, right? They can't be tested by Tarkin on Camino. They already were with the battle simulation thing.
Right.
So it's like I don't
let's
know.
talk about Tarkin for a sec.
Okay.
That dude had some thunder thighs. Oh
True.
my god.
He was all hamstring.
Big thick boy. Yeah, he forgot calves and ankle day.
Christ.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I do still. I think they did a good job of making him just an unlikable character.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not a single part of me that like liked him being in there. I was like, just stop being a dick,
Yeah. I thought it was weird though how they had to like emphasize that like they won't be using clones anymore. They'll just be using recruits, right, to make stormtroopers. I didn't think that was necessary.
Really, I felt like it was because I feel like we've had this conversation too of why did they stop using clones and like when did it change from clones to stormtroopers? Because as we were talking about, like their gear looks more stormtrooper already, and like
a little darker.
Yeah, a little darker, a little more round on the cheek, like the stormtrooper
Mm-hmm.
round. And so I think that helps explain that and why the stormtroopers kind of suck. Like, makes sense. But I think that's part of like the empire and wanting control type of thing. Because I don't feel like they have all the control over the clones because of what we saw happen on Camino, right? We just saw the ladies didn't let the thing close, right, and let them escape. So I think they just don't trust the Kaminoans enough, and so they're like, well, we got to pick something that we can force our hand on.
I guess I didn't think of that. I was thinking more of like it was just straight ignorance. He's like, which didn't make sense. Like we can just use recruits, and it's like, well, clearly the clones are better, or else you would not have made clones in the first place. But yeah, I like that control argument. That was a good one. I really liked when I think it was when Bad Batch first came to Camino, and the clones were like they had a Jedi on like a gurney.
Oh yeah,
and the lightsaber fell off. That was a good scene. That was good.
Yeah,
that was like shit. Like who's under there? What are they doing with that body?
Yeah, I like that. I liked the little banter, the little food fight. Like he's like the sad batch.
Sad batch.
Yeah, I don't remember what else he said, but it was kind of funny. I was surprised by Omega.
I liked Omega a lot.
Me too.
Did not know she was a female.
Me too. From the footage at the beginning, didn't know that either. We're supposed to have Captain Rex in this at some time, aren't we?
I don't think that's
Wasn't he in the trailer?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe that was for something else then.
That would be cool though, because then we could see how Rex makes it to that planet where Kanan and Ezra find him on.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking of. I was like, because they leave you with who are they going to go see? So it's like we either got Saw Gerrera, we get Obi-Wan, which is very unlikely. We get, in my mind, I'm like, well, they know Captain Rex, right? They know Commander Cody, Captain Rex. So maybe
they probably think that they are just like the rest of the clones, which they are, except for Rex.
Well, I maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe with Rex, not because Rex brought them Echo, right? I feel like Echo's probably got to have some sort of like relationship with Rex that he might be like, well, maybe he's fine. He maybe figured out the inhibitor chip thing. Maybe blah blah blah. I don't know. But I mean, I feel like they've got to show up sometime during this because
I think if they go with the Rex, then Ahsoka will be in it, and I think they're trying to steer away from like too much Jedi because that's what you want, right? So they want to give you a little nibble at the beginning of this episode, but it's not really about the Jedi anymore. It's about this squad. So I really think it's going to be Saw Gerrera, but I think it would have been cool, or I don't know. It would be cool to see another Jedi if they meet up with him and then any Jedi, and they kind of just mess around with the Jedi for a while.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, did we want to get into the rankings then?
Yeah, we wanted to rank the characters. Did you want to do like what we thought of them before and then after this episode, or just like what we think now?
Sure. Okay, I think starting with the easiest of who we both didn't like was Wrecker. And I think before this episode, I just thought he was just pure annoying.
They cut him back a little bit. Like it was not as goofy.
Mm-hmm. I liked that. I liked his character actually in this, and I liked that. It was kind of funny that he got shot twice. I'm like, rip, but like the same spot too. But no, I thought it was much better done where it wasn't as like kidsy playful. It was still playful, and he still had the stupid lines, but like wasn't over the top and on every single possible moment where a joke could be made. You know, like they didn't do it too much, which was nice. So I think him, of all the characters, I think his character improved the most from that first bit of Bad Batch we saw to now.
I think I agree.
Yeah, and I still don't think he's the top character, but I would say before I'd have ranked him as a 1. I'd be like, I didn't like him at all. I just thought it was cool when he picked up that metal thing one time, and that was about it. Like if I was going on a 1 to 5, or we doing 5?
Okay. No, well, wait, are we 1 to 5 as in like 5 is the worst character, 1 is the best, or we're ranking them all 1 to 5? We should have.
Oh, I guess I should explain that. Yeah, I was thinking we were doing like each character on the list.
On a list, okay.
Like 5 is the top, and they're the best one, and then 1's the worst one of the 5 in the Bad Batch.
5 the bottom.
Okay, fine. That makes some more sense then. Yeah, 5's the bottom. So,
right, so
he's number 5.
Interesting. Okay, I don't have him as my number 5 anymore.
No, that's what he was when he.
Okay, before that's a pre.
Yeah, I still don't know because I still don't know if I don't really care about Echo. Sorry, Echo. I think he moved up above Echo, but I'd put him at 4.
You put Echo at 4 before this?
No. I would have put.
I'm so confused by this.
Echo's not really in the Bad Batch before this. Okay,
right.
Here's how we're doing it.
Okay,
1 through 5. Number 1 is the best. Number 5 is the worst. You're gonna go what you thought before on their 1 to 5, and what you think of them now on the 1 to 5. Okay. So I would have had Wrecker as 5, the worst before. Now I have him as 4, above Echo.
Yeah. I think I want to agree. I'm trying to think to myself because the one person I feel like dropped a lot in this premiere is Tech. And I only say that because he didn't do much. I can't think of like one scene where he did a lot. He kind of made snarky comments at Crosshair of like, are we all on the same side or whatever that snarky comment was. And I like that, but I can't think of anything he actually did. Oh, he reprogrammed that droid.
Yeah, he did that. He did a bunch of the grenade things on people's back.
He like started the ship to like evacuate.
Yeah. But yeah, besides that, he didn't really have a main. Like he had information, like information on Saw Gerrera, information on Omega, and who she is. But
Mhm.
besides that, I mean, he wasn't really like a key in battle or anything.
I think I would probably put Echo at the bottom at 5, Tech at 4, Wrecker at 3.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, Wrecker moved way up.
Yeah. He wasn't as annoying to me.
Yeah,
And he got shot. Like, he did what he's supposed to do. Like, he's just a big doofus that gets it done. Yeah.
yeah. That's true. That's true. I did like that he got to just punch the stuff
Yeah.
and punch the wall open. It's like, what the heck? Okay. Um, okay. So for my 3, I think we're just flipped.
Are you
I
Tech?
have I have Tech at 3,
Okay.
and mostly just because he's the information guy, and I feel
Mhm.
like he kind of leads everyone on this is what we actually need because I have
Mhm.
the info somehow. And then it was weird that he's like, "Oh yeah, I got Omega's DNA from the food fight thing," but okay, fair. I don't know why he would
Yeah.
have tested it. Um, wait, no, never mind. We don't have to count Omega.
I
Never
was
mind.
thinking about that too. I was like, where do I put Omega? And honestly, I'd put Omega probably above Wrecker at 3. So I'd put Omega at 3 and move everyone down 1.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna do 6 then
Sure.
because we're counting. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I think number 2. This is tough for the top spot because Crosshair has the most like I guess story part
There's
because
the most
he's
going
on
on.
the downfall. Yeah, he's the downfall and he's angry and he's upset and so everything's kind of revolving around him and everybody has a piece around him being his downfall. And I kind of feel bad for the guy because he's clearly a douche, but he has the inhibitor trip that still is affecting him. So it's like it's not his fault per se.
I like
Um,
that line by Omega that was like, "Hey, like, it's not your fault. I get it." You know,
yeah,
a little
yeah,
touching moment.
yeah. I like how she like knew too, and you could see that he kind of recognized what was going on, and you could tell he was like, "I don't want to do this, but I have to do this," you know. And so that was nice. I like that they did that, and he didn't just go, "Screw you, kid."
Prediction.
Okay.
They meet up with Rex. Rex no longer has his inhibitor chip. Rex tells them how they took it out. They go steal Crosshair back, take it out.
You don't think he dies?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's what I was actually thinking about. I was like, do any of the Bad Batch die? I don't know.
Or they all die, like
Or
Rogue
they all
One.
die. Yeah. And they like maybe they all die with Crosshair and I
Yeah.
have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, I think I'd have to put Crosshair at the top solely because of that and because
Mm.
of how much influence he had on everything. And I think where now the story can continue because of that. I obviously love Hunter. I think he's awesome. I think he's cool. I think he's underrated. And like his ability to sense other things, other people, things following them and where things are going and his leadership and obviously all the good traits he has. I like that part. But I don't know.
So I have it flipped. I have Hunter at 1. And I kind of said this in the last episode, is that he seems the most human to me. He has the most like inner turmoil, especially in this episode. It was like, what the hell's going on? Why would we kill the Jedi? Like they are our friends, and you can kind of see the sadness in
Yeah.
him. And so I think that goes a long way for like character development, especially
Yeah.
with guys that aren't supposed to have emotions and feelings and whatever. So I I think Crosshair obviously had the most like screen time and the most overall development, and obviously his story took a big turn. But I think it weighs on Hunter a lot because he loves Crosshair. You know, that's his dude. It's his guy.
Yeah.
So I really think that I think Hunter's going to continue to be like my number 1 for a while. And to be honest, if I see someone dying, I see him dying, and then I
Yeah.
kind of see the
Same
bad
here.
batch like
Same here.
not knowing what to do, and kind of just being toast after that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I just like that they have Crosshair as the bad guy because I think he's the most skilled, and so he's the most scary person, right? Because he can take you out from anywhere. He's not like if Wrecker was the bad guy, he just runs into everybody. If Tech was, he'd have some weird robot thing. We've seen that before with droids and all that. If it was Hunter, it'd be kind of tough too because he could hunt you down. But they're just like something about the sniper is like terrifying. Yeah, and especially because like when they're all there, he has the scope, like the infrared scope. He can see everybody and shoot you if he wants to. Like it's gonna get close every time. So it's not like you ever have a chance to really not be in the crosshairs. Nice little run there. But nice. But I don't know. I think he's a good bad guy.
I think he's a good bad guy too. I'm interested to see if he like kind of goes after them or like someone has to hunt them, right?
Oh yeah.
So we'll see Crosshair again for sure.
Yeah, and this leads us right to like our thoughts we were having last week on Kenobi and Darth Vader, right? Mm-hmm. Darth Vader's alive. Mm-hmm. And somehow he has to go find Kenobi, and we know it's not happening on Tatooine. So somewhere in this storyline, there's got to be some connection there. We've already got a step in. We've seen the Emperor. We've already got steps in to this Vader story. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
Vader kills them all?
I don't think he kills them all. I think he's got to kill someone. Yeah. I don't know who it is though, but he's got to kill someone. Maybe Crosshair tries to stop. I don't know. Yeah. Well, that was our first episode of season 2.
We will have another one this week. We're trying to debate on either Friday or Saturday. I think we should still keep it Friday. Tuesday, I think. Obviously, this is coming out on a Wednesday, but Tuesday will be our Bad Batch review from the episode that airs on Friday because they are dropping on Fridays. So our Friday episode won't have anything to do with the Bad Batch unless it has something to do with the theme of Star Wars. And I think that's when we'll do interviews with guests. So guests, if you want to be part of the show, no matter how tall, how small, big, wide, round, fill in the blank of whatever species from Star Wars, you are welcome to DM us on Instagram at the First Galactic Podcast. Find us on TikTok. We're not super active, but we need to be. Twitter. Go to our website. Yeah.
That is us. That is the first episode of season 2. The Bad Batch is here. Lots more Star Wars content coming your guys' way. We will see you in the next one. What are we closing out with? Sorry, everyone. There's always a delay there, but that was the best we could do. See ya.